We're gonna try something a little different this time, and that is NF dropped a new song, and it's called Hope. So I personally am already a big NF fan. Actually, watching NF reaction videos is what made me want to do reaction videos. And for those of you who don't know, NF is not a Christian rapper, but he's a rapper who is Christian. Most of his stuff deals with like mental health, but he also has a few competitive tracks out there like Clouds. But there's no profanity, there's nothing that you wouldn't let your kids listen to. But this song I have held out and I've not listened to, and this will be the first time hearing it. So if you're new here, my name is Jake, this is Cross Considered. We do music reaction videos to worship songs and Christian artists, a Bible study thrown in there, and mainly this is for my brother Joey. He loves NF reaction videos. And we're also a big fan of short intros, so let's get into it. Alright, headphones on, video is up, and I also pulled up the lyrics because I don't want to miss anything, so I'm going to be looking right here for the lyrics. So let's go.
Hope, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me.
Oh, okay.
I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul.
Okay, real quick, big shout out to Tommy Prophet. He's the guy that makes all the beats for NF, and he does beautiful renditions for a rap song. It's very cinematic, very strings and something different, you know. And this right here, it's got a kind of edgy, scary horror kind of feel with the clashing notes and the violins scraping and all that. This could be a banger.
Waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't.
Okay, hold on. Definitely different feel than what I was going for. 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? Okay, so this makes me think of, he has a song called Intro, right? Intro 3. And he's talking to fear. So it's like he personifies fear and then he's talking to it. And that's what it kind of seems like it's going in that direction.
Stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong. Nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like he's talking to himself. Like there's another side of him that's talking to himself, and I really like it because it's saying like, you know, we let you had your chance, but now it's my turn. I'm going to take over. Whoever this personification is, maybe fear is back or something like that. But I really like how he says, let me introduce my album. And then there's multiple voices, like there's multiple of hymns saying like, this is my album, this is my album, my album. And then it goes into hope. And then that beat drops, the music, the piano's bouncing on that one little note. And then it starts building in the chords as the verses go on. It's fire. All right, back it up.
Like to introduce my album. My album. hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. Standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is. Tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something.
Okay. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says. And he says, what's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Oh man, he's about to get heavy for sure. This beat by itself is getting heavy. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you've got nothing left. Oh man, isn't that the definition of work right there? Really like the cinematography in it. He's wearing white. Normally he wears black, so that must mean like a transformation in him. Yeah, let's back it up.
While everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they rather do.
Okay, there's him in black. Normally he's in that, but this is like a different Nate going on. This is a different thing going on. And another thing I noticed is that like in the search and in I guess clouds, but in a lot of his videos he's in like a wasteland, a desert wasteland kind of thing. But now he's on the beach, so it's like a contrast between like he was surrounded by land and now he's surrounded by water. There's a difference here, and there's an evolution I feel like going on, and him waving to his older self in black. There's a lot of imagery happening at that point. Success is a person that'll take a chance, something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. Ooh. Doing what they love and take a pay cut. Hey, I know that's right. Okay, I really want to focus on the cinematography and less on the lyrics and the beat and all that, but I'm going to try to do both. NF is always so big. All right, back
else being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more.
Okay, so the old mate is pointing him, almost telling him the direction to go, which is strange. And then he goes that way. He seems like, why? But he does end up going that way. I wonder if there's like his old self is still guiding him, or if that's like fear or another personification of his mind.
More perfect because they rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can
gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. What? Okay.
Something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can.
Okay, he's walking around with a tattered map. He doesn't know where to go. His old self is pointing to him, telling him where to go as if it's obvious, which is strange. And now they're back on the beach. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, bro. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but
can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that.
Okay, his flow switched me up because the whole beat drops out, and at the beginning, I'm messing up. At the first part of it, those vocals doing the hey, 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 it's like going down a scale, so it's providing a little bit more musicality in it, and then that keeps your head like dun dun. It keeps your head bouncing, but then all the beat drops out, and then his flow. It's just him talking, and his flow is what keeping you bouncing. And I don't even remember what he said. Let's back it up to that part because that's sick.
Turn their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it.
I know I shouldn't have paused it there, but I want to pause it there because we're changing scenes, and I want to back up to what he was talking about, bro. It's amazing what a little faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anyone else that's around you to? I've done things I regret. I've done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it. Oh, that's probably when they get it. Boom. His old self's like laughing at him, like mocking him for not knowing the direction that he needs to go or what he needs to achieve, I guess. And then it seems like his old self, the one dressed in black, is like controlling a lot more than what he's putting on.
And take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in them. They get it.
Oh snap! Is he in the He's in the mansion? Throwback. Oh, there's the cart with the black balloons. For those of you who don't know, and this is new to you, the black balloons represent NF's burdens, which I love. And he's always pulling around that shopping cart. There's multiple, all of his music videos are playing the story out. So go back, watch all the NF music videos because it is incredible. And right here, he's in his mansion, which each room in the mansion is a part of himself.
Necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want.
Okay, both of those are from old music videos. It's rooms in his mansion. He's holding the keys. Oh man. You gotta go back and watch the NF journey if that's, and you'll get all this. But oh man,
down is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the.
But I'm not even listening to what he's saying. Honestly, growing pains is necessary evil, difficult to go through, yet beneficial. All right, we're just gonna back it up because I want to hear it. That beat caught me off guard. His flow, the imagery. I couldn't take it in one spot.
Necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown.
Oh, did you see the guy in the back? There's a guy in the back with just holding balloons looking down, kind of like a horror movie. Sick.
Pain's a necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so.
If I ever hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I feel that. I feel that hard because, you know, I went through a difficult time in my life, right? But now looking back on it, I'm almost thankful for it because I wouldn't be who I am today. If I didn't hit rock bottom, I wouldn't be who I am today. Like, it built me up so much stronger. I feel that, NF. You're spitting it.
Help and start the healing process. See, if I'd never hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did.
Oh, we're switching.
Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window, questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in a shot. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years.
Oh man, that piano and those lines he's talking about his son, because I guess he recently had a son. And that piano is just beautiful all the way around. And the scene switched. So he was on the beach and got pushed into the mansion to face like his old demons and what he used to be. And now it got thrown on top of a mountain. I don't know what it means.
Wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window, questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in a shot. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30.
Whoa. This one's hitting me. 30 years of running. I'm 31. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain. I feel it. And then it was a hey, and he had the black on his face and a little bit underneath his collar, and that's a different him, right? That's a different him talking at that point. Kind of strange.
I want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away.
I feel it. I feel it. 30 years of all these things. I mean, you know, you got to look at the good times as well, but those manifest and are so much stronger. You know, you always focus on your bad times a lot more than you really focus on your good times because they provide an emotional pain that is easier to recollect, you know? And you know, I've been through 30 years of what he's talking about, and I feel, for some reason, I'm feeling it hard right now. I mean, I get what he's saying for sure. We're backing it up, and I really like how he's throwing in these 30 years of Nate. Like, it's 30 years of these other voices in your head, these other things, these problems, these burns, these balloons. It's them saying, Nate. It's 30 years of that, calling your name. 30 years of them saying, wait, you know, 30 years of pushing everyone away. That's my hobby, it seems like. Oh, it's
30 years
good.
of fame, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of hate, 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve, I know I can change. We are not enough, we are not the same. You don't have the heart, you don't have the strength, you don't have the will, you don't have the faith.
They're doing it back and forth, and he turns when he says you don't have the will. It's like bleeds. It bleeds out of him. Oh, that was nasty. You'll never evolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart, and you don't have the strength. You don't have the will, and you don't have the faith. Oh man, it's like he's battling with himself. Like, that's what I do all the time, man. And
30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of hate, 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never evolve, I know I can change. We are not enough, we are not the same. You don't have the heart, you don't have the strength, you don't have the will, you don't have the faith. You'll never be loved, you'll never be safe. Might as well give up, not running away. You don't have to.
you'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. That battle in my head of the self-critic just constantly pushing and saying you're not enough and all that stuff. And, you know, it really gets into the spiritual side of things because the enemy will constantly feed you these lies in order to make you turn away from God, right? When you're in trials and tribulations, sufferings of any sort of kind, like you start feeding, you get fed more so, just these lies about yourself, and then you start understanding those lies as if like, oh, well, that's truth now. And when you don't go back to the word, and you don't go back to the Father with everything that you're feeling and all this, to where he can actually answer those questions for you, and he can actually, you know, put to rest all those lies, because it doesn't matter what you think of yourself. What matters is how God thinks of you, and God thinks of you as in, I love this person so much, I will die for this guy, you know what I'm saying? And it's, that battle is consistent, man, and I feel it. And the way he's imagery, whatever word I'm trying to find, you guys know, whatever imagery he's doing, where it's like bleeding out of him, like that's what it is. Because you're fine 1 minute, and then suddenly it's like boom, bleeds out of me. I'm not enough. I'll never get this, I'll never get that, I'll never find a spouse, I'll never have kids, I'll never do all that. And I start getting fed these lies that are just lies, but they sit on me. And it's been 30 years of, oh man.
I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
Oh man, that's sick. Okay, first, final impressions. I have to listen to that song like 12 more times. There's so much going on there with him going back to his previous videos, and how everything, the entire NF journey just tells this awesome story of him battling with these different parts of him. And there's a lot of spirituality in it, and a lot of, you know, he's not a Christian rapper, but he's a rapper who is Christian, and it's incredible. And he's going back and like paying homage to his old videos in this one. I have to watch it like 6-7 more times at least, easy. And I know I paused it a ton throughout the video, but there was so much, you can't grab it all in one go. But the guy does not miss, and he's got me all sorts of pumped up. I can't wait to get more into his stuff. So if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I will be doing more NF once his album drops. His album comes out in like April, I think. I'm doing the album because he is someone who is worth listening to. And I might be biased because I was already a fan. Like, he's the one that got me into doing what this is right here. But thank you guys for watching. Thanks for checking it out with me. I know it's something different, but thank you. And I'll see you guys on the next one.